best air fryers cook food quickly and efficiently. Now, despite their name, air fryers don't fry your food. They're basically little convection ovens with powerful fans that circulate hot air around the food to mimic the crisp results of deep frying. Compared to deep frying, air fryers need less oil, just a few tablespoons instead of quarts, and they're less messy. They cook quickly. They only need to be preheated for a few minutes, and they won't heat up your whole kitchen. They're not just for fried food either. We found you can cook main dishes like crab cakes, glazed salmon, and pork loin, and vegetable sides like Brussels sprouts and butternut squash. Now, after years of testing tons of air fryers, we know even the best models aren't going to give us that perfect golden crispness of deep fried food, but some come impressively close. We've tested 3 kinds of air fryers: drawer-style models with baskets that pull out from the front, flip-top models with lids that lift up from the top, and bigger oven-shaped models with multiple racks inside. Those oven-style ones often include rotisserie baskets or auto-stir attachments to toss the food around. In each model, we made some of the basics like homemade and frozen French fries, but we also cooked chicken parmesan and pork tenderloin with butternut squash. We evaluated them all on their performance, their design and ease of use, and how hard they were to clean up. Now, after testing all these kinds of air fryers, we have some distinct preferences. So here's what to look for. First, go for the drawer-style model. We got the best results with this design. Each one had a single large handle that helped us easily grab the basket and shake up the food halfway through cooking. Now, not only does this style keep our hands safe, but we never even needed oven mitts. Inside, the baskets sit in trays, and those catch the drips and the crumbs, so they're very easy to clean up. Second, you want to look for wide cooking spaces. Just because an air fryer claims to have a huge capacity doesn't mean it actually does. It comes down to usable cooking space. So since air fried food cooks best in one layer, the width of the cooking surface matters much more than the height. One wide cooking surface is better than fryers with multiple racks. Our favorite models had cooking surfaces of more than 10 by 10 inches. That fits recipes for up to 4 people. Third, we really liked simple, responsive controls. Our top models were easy to set and start. Fourth, look for NonStick Interiors. Frying baskets and crumb trays with nonstick coating were easy to clean, even when we were dealing with cooked-on cheese or sticky sauces. Air fryers generally cannot heat to more than 400 degrees, so that nonstick is not going to get hot enough to give off any kind of harmful fumes. Fifth, we really liked Autopause timers. For the best results with an air fryer, you always have to stop and shake the basket or racks halfway through cooking. When we did that, a few of the models automatically paused their timers, then started again when we closed them. That was awesome because it saved us from having to push yet another button to keep cooking. And finally, look for automatic shutoff. The best models turned off automatically at the end of cooking, and that guaranteed food wouldn't overcook. So now you know what to look for in a great air fryer. Here's what to avoid. Air fryer ovens. Don't bother. All the oven-style models we tested were not only harder to use, but their food was mediocre at best. They took up a ton of space, but they couldn't actually fit much more food inside. Having multiple levels of racks just doesn't work. The upper level blocks the heat from the lower level, so we got unevenly cooked food. No matter how much we switched and rotated those racks, food never finished cooking at the same time. And because the cooking racks and baskets didn't have handles, we had to go get oven mitts. And crumbs and drips fell through those racks onto the floor of the ovens or onto our kitchen floor. They were a huge pain to clean. Air fryers with flip tops have heating elements in their lids, and they're completely exposed when those units are open. Those heavy lids always felt like they were threatening to drop on our hands. Rotisserie and auto stir attachments, forget them. These are supposed to mix the food for us so we wouldn't have to stop and shake it up halfway through cooking. Did they work? Not really. Now just a word about preheating. Many air fryers don't need it. You just pop in the food and go. But a few newer models we tested, including our favorite, do recommend it. They took only about 2 minutes to hit 400 degrees. Those 2 minutes guarantee the frying basket's nice and hot when the food touches it, so it cooks faster and more evenly. And finally, what size should you buy? We liked a few smaller air fryers with a stated capacity of about 3 quarts. They cooked food evenly and efficiently, and they were easy to use and clean. The catch is they only hold enough food for 2 people. If you want a larger air fryer, you need to shop carefully. We found external dimensions and stated capacities of air fryers are just not reliable indicators of how much food they can actually cook at once. Most of these so-called extra large models can still only really cook a pound of fries or 2 chicken cutlets. Our testing really told us which ones could hold plenty of food. And that brings us to our winner. The Instant Vortex Plus 6-quart air fryer holds twice as much food as the other models in our lineup. It was the first one we've tested that actually delivers on its promise of an extra large capacity. It's compact, it's only a foot tall, but it's big enough to fit 4 chicken cutlets or 2 15-ounce bags of frozen French fries, and it cooked everything perfectly. A quick 2-minute preheat guaranteed that the inside was hot when we added food. Its sturdy handle helped us shake food up, and its intuitive digital controls were brightly lit and easy to operate. We think this fryer's a great option for a family of 4 or anyone looking for a little more capacity without adding bulk. The bottom line, it holds more, it cooks better, and it costs less. Our Best Buy is also great. It's called the GoWise USA 3.7 7-in-1 air fryer. Its controls are a little bit more complicated and it has a much smaller capacity, but it cooks really well and it's about half the price of our winner. With either of these two, you're going to be air frying everything in sight.